What's up, everybody? It's Temple with the Cave Cast. Want to thank everybody that's watched our channel and put us into a situation that we didn't know was going to be possible here this early. And that's asking for more people to hit that subscribe button. We're almost to 200. We want to go ahead and try to get the 200, even surpass it. But we can't do that without you guys. So if you're watching this channel and you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and check out some of our other content while you're at it. But we'd like to thank everybody that has subscribed as well. We can't make these videos possible without the help of you guys. So every time you hit that sub button or that like button, all it does is help us with the algorithm and pushes our content out to more and more people. Again, we want to thank everybody. And if you haven't, go ahead, check out some of the other content and check this new one that we have out tonight. Thanks.
This year with this shit, don't nobody tell me nothing.
Hey, all I can say is that the schedule did not do us any favors. It
And
really
I don't want to
didn't.
hear nothing about we didn't play nobody. I don't want to hear nothing about our schedule being weak. I don't want to hear none of that. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. Hold on, let me look at that again.
Oh, it's brutal.
Hold on,
Yeah,
let me make sure I'm not tripping. Where'd it
yeah.
go?
It's pretty brutal. I won't say
Okay,
it's the.
so is there really a bad team? That's the
Well,
Pittsburgh schedule.
no, the Carolina Panthers is a bad team. They're not
Okay,
great.
so Panthers. I guess you could say the Raiders.
They're not bad.
I know they're not really a bad team though. Like the Raiders and the Chargers, that we people have been expecting them to be a playoff. They should have been playoff teams these last couple of years.
Oh, definitely.
You know
Definitely
what I'm
should.
saying?
They
I'm
definitely should have. I think that
yeah,
they're
I'm not gonna say
they're
they're a bad team.
no
I
the
think they've just
charge.
gotten unlucky with injuries and stuff like that.
Yeah, and the Chargers had a terrible head coach.
Coaching,
So
yes,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah. So
But okay, I guess I'll put the Broncos on there because they were.
uh,
I
yeah,
mean,
they're gonna have a rookie quarterback and
exactly.
Bo Nix. So I can see them not being great, but I think they'll be feasible. I think they can win some games in this league and make some noise. But you're right. As
There isn't
far
like
as
a terrible team on here except for the Panthers.
no, there's not a terrible team except for the Carolina Panthers, and they're not necessarily terrible, but we do know that they're not just going to become a overnight, you know,
Exactly.
playoff
Because
team.
I think the Steelers gonna be a playoff. They could be a playoff team easy. Because they went to the playoffs last year.
Yeah. So, uh,
Browns, they're probably gonna make the playoffs again. You know.
and even like the beginning of this schedule, like starting off with Baltimore, Cincinnati, you got the Chargers and the Saints, right? The Saints are always going to play hard, right? I mean, the beginning of the schedule, pretty good schedule. It's pretty, it's not going to be easy. But then we get the bye week in week, what is that, 6?
Week 6, bro.
Yeah,
It
we
could have
don't
been week 8 and not week 2.
we don't usually get it that early. We not that
That's
I've.
early as hell.
And then right after that, we have San Fran, Las Vegas, Tampa Bay, and then you got Denver. So we have, yeah, and then to complete the after that 4 games, then you go Buffalo, Carolina, Raiders, Chargers, Browns. The way that they have set these games up to where they're playing, who they're playing, when they're playing, that middle pack right there where it's San Francisco, Raiders, Tampa, and then Denver, right? Vegas and Denver are 2 divisional games, right? So they're going to always play us hard, right? But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game and the San Fran game in the middle of that, in the middle of that schedule. they're trying to make it tough on the Chiefs. I think unnecessarily.
They know what they're doing with their schedule.
I think you're right because I'm gonna be honest
They're
with
trying
you.
to set us up.
I don't ever remember seeing a Super Bowl champion, and maybe I'm wrong. I mean, because I'm just going right off recent memory, but I don't remember a Super Bowl champion having a schedule this tough following, after they just won a Super Bowl.
It's usually kind of the opposite.
Yeah, I get it, because of the way the schedules are made, whatever. But at the same time, I'm like, man, because even the last, 4 or 5 games, you've got
Them is
good
tough
Lord,
games.
yeah, you've
Them is
got
the last 5 games are tough. Like
yeah,
they
the
can't lose those
Chargers.
games.
No, the Chargers, the Browns, the Texans, Steelers, and then the Broncos. Look, I know what it may look like because, oh, yeah, well, the Broncos are in there or the Chargers and the Raiders are in. Look, those are divisional games. Those teams play us more than any other team. They know us.
Bro, this is
But
the
then to
thing.
throw in the Steelers and the Texans in that, and I'm telling you right now, the Texans,
The Texans,
they're
listen,
not they're not a bad team at all by any means. They're going to be ready to go.
bro.
I
And I'm gonna
just
be honest with you. I think the Chargers might make some noise this year
They might. I can't.
because they
With a
went and
good
got
coach.
they went and got Harbaugh, and then they got some pieces in the offseason. Like people
Yeah,
sleep,
yeah. They did. I can't knock
and they
them.
got they got Lad, man.
I know.
Yeah, remember what I told you
I
during? I'm
know. I
telling
know.
you,
Lad McConkey.
he's
I
going
get.
to be he's going to be an issue. Like I'm trying to tell you that. Now I'm not saying that because I think our corners is going to be good, but I'm just saying
Yeah.
like in the long term, he's going to be a long term issue. Like he's going to give us
Well,
problems.
yeah.
I'm telling you.
That I won't say he's not. All I can say is this: when they went up, and look, I get it. Harbaugh's there now, so it's a different coach, right? But when they went up and got what's his name, Quentin, from TCU last year at wide
That was
receiver,
a bad.
I
That was a
told
bad pick.
Dorian told me at that point, oh, that dude's hey, watch, he gonna be. I said, no, he's not. I said that dude is not what everybody thinks he is, and he definitely won't show it during his rookie season, and he didn't. Lad McConkey, I can see because he's more of a slot receiver.
He's a route running
He
motherfucker.
is a
That's
route
what he
running
is.
guy. I love that about him. He is a route runner. He's got great hands. So
And he's got a
I
little speed on him. That's the
yeah,
problem.
he's not slow. Now, he will be going up against guys like, Trent McDuffie,
Oh
guys who
yeah.
like to, put their hands on guys. So he's going to have to get used to the physicality of the NFL, especially playing in that slot position. So I don't mind that pick, but like I said, we'll just have to wait and see. But I do expect the Chargers to be a lot better this year, especially if Herbert's not hurt, right?
Yeah.
So we'll just have to wait and see. But like I said, this schedule, whew. So let's see. If we're going by it, during the first 4 games, we have Baltimore, week 1, Cincinnati Bengals, week 2, the Falcons, week 3, and the Chargers in week 4. All right. During those first 4 games, because that's how I'm going to call this, first 4 games, right? What do you think our record should be during that first 4, as far as the
First four.
first
And
4
we
games?
gonna work with 3-1. 3-1.
Okay.
Okay, I'll put it this way. Those first 2 games, they have to win those. Bro. They
And they're
gotta
at
at least
home.
win one of them.
And they're at home.
They got to. I would like for them to win. They need to win both of them, but they got to at least win one of them. You
Yeah.
can't go 0-2 to start
Ooh.
the season against those 2 teams.
Yeah, because those 2 teams would automatically have an upper hand on you in the AFC.
Exactly.
You don't want to give them that right off the bat, right?
You want to take advantage. You want to take advantage of that as soon as possible. That way, you start the season 2-0, and you did it against arguably two of the other 2 top teams in the AFC,
Yeah.
and then you You get that out the way because you don't play them the rest of the year, so you'll have that one game over them at least. You ain't got
Yeah,
to worry about a tiebreaker or none of that. You just
yeah.
got to, you know,
So you say we got to win the first two definitely.
facts.
Atlanta, we can lose, but we need to win against the Chargers because it is a divisional game. So we got to make sure that we come out and win all divisional games, as many as possible. Because last year was a little too close for comfort for me, right?
And
So
I think this will be different next year too. Is the fact that last year we were coming in with two new tackles,
yeah,
and we had a rookie receiver. You know, our receiver core wasn't all that good stuff, and a
yeah.
new offensive coordinator as well. So now we've got a little bit more continuity. Like
Well,
Sky's been for a while.
yeah,
You
and
know,
that
we're
I
getting a
agree with.
veteran.
Yeah, I agree
Yeah,
with
we're getting
that.
a veteran with Hollywood. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
So
I think they might fuck around and have a new left tackle anyway starting this year.
that's
So,
true. Yeah.
so yeah.
Outside of that though, and I think I'm gonna be honest with you, that rookie we drafted, he might fuck
Kingsley.
around and start
Oh, he probably will.
by week one.
Yeah, he is. He's going to be a problem. And I look forward to seeing what he can do. I all I'll say is that the first four games, yeah, I think you're absolutely right in your thinking. We have to win those two games, right? I think we have to win those first two games, no matter what. We can't really lose against the Falcons. I don't. I think that's bullshit if we lose against the Falcons. They're not there yet. We don't know if Kirk Cousins is going to be
They're,
eligible to play or able to
exactly.
play. So, and then the Chargers, right? So we have the Chargers, and to me, I think we can be no worse than 3-1. Okay, I think we
I
should
put it
be.
this way.
I think we
I put
should
it
be
this
no
way.
worse than 3-1.
Right. I put it this way though. So we got Chargers, Ravens, Bengals. We got to at least win two of those games, regardless of who it is. So
Yeah.
maybe we lose against either the Ravens or the Bengals, right? But if we win one of those, we have to beat the Chargers.
Oh yeah. We
You can't
definitely.
lose. You have to win at least two of the three of those games. If you win
Yes.
two of the three of those,
Yeah.
I can live with that. You know what I'm
Yeah. I
saying?
can live
But
with
you
that.
can't go 0-2. You can't go 0 and
Hey,
2 against any.
I'm gonna
You
be.
can't.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you right now, though. Okay. I want you to understand where I'm coming from. All our games, the Ravens, Bengals, and I want to say the Chargers. I think those first three games are at.
I know the first two are.
No. The first two games are at home, and then we
Yeah,
have
that's what I thought.
then we have the Saints. So we have two home games, two road games, right? Those first two games at home, I would prefer we lose to the Ravens instead of lose to the Bengals at home. Because I don't want to hear no fucking Burrowhead
That's
bullshit.
true.
I
That's a
do
good
not.
point. That is a good point.
I
Because
don't want to.
he'll be 4-0 against Mahomes in the regular season.
Yeah. So I would much rather
Yeah,
we
we don't
lose
need
to the
that.
Ravens than to lose to the damn Bengals. That's not how I want to hear.
I agree.
No,
I didn't even
fuck
think about it
that.
like that.
I don't give a damn what we do against the Ravens. We can lose to the Ravens, right? We can lose to the Ravens. I'm fine with that if we lose because it's early in the season, right? It's not how you start, it's how you finish. But I'll be damned if we lose to the motherfucking Bengals and I hear this shit about Burrowhead and all this other shit. Forget it. No.
Yeah,
We need to,
Mahomes got to get him in the regular season. It's
yeah.
time.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, it's time.
yeah,
It's
I don't
time, man.
I don't want to hear none of that shit. None of it.
Yeah,
So,
I didn't even think about that. I totally forgot about that.
and just for a side note, everybody. So tonight, as you guys all should know, I am a Celtics fan. The Celtics are winning against Cleveland. It's 113-96. Boston is a 3-1 series lead in this. It's getting ready to be over. Horford just hit a three with 54 seconds left, and he's got 22 and 15 tonight. Just so you know, Al Horford has 22 and 15 tonight in a closeout game. Ooh.
Hey, man, I cannot believe the Nuggets came back.
I can.
from being down 2-0.
I
And
can.
it's 3-2 now. Yeah, what I tell you? Rudy Gobert? What I tell you?
Okay,
What I
look,
tell you?
let's get off the basketball. We got to get back to the schedule.
Overrated. I
We,
tried to tell. Okay,
we,
I'm gonna stop. Let me
all
stop.
right. So first four, I have them going 3-1. We cannot lose to the Bengals. I don't give a damn about everybody, but we cannot lose to the Bengals, right? Right after that, we have the New Orleans Saints, a bye week. We have the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Raiders, right? So I'm not counting the bye week because it's a bye week. So I'm going for 4 games: Saints, San Fran, and the Raiders. I think we can beat the Saints. I think we can beat San Fran, but it's going to be a battle. It always is with those guys every fucking time we play them. And I think we beat the Raiders. So during that time, I think we go. Let's see. Oh, I forgot. Got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I forgot about them, and I think we beat Tampa Bay. So I think we go 3-1 again, right? At the worst, 3-1. So at this point, we are 6-2. Okay, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
reasonable.
Okay, we're 6-2. That's beating Tampa. That's beating the Vegas Raiders and beating the Saints. I think we could lose to the San Francisco 49ers, but I
We're
mean it's
not
a toss.
losing.
But it's a toss up, right? Because it is at San Fran.
Mahomes is undefeated against the Raiders.
I know, but I'm saying it's
I've
anything can
been throwing
happen.
that in all the 49ers fans' face lately. He owned y'all. Literally.
He owns y'all like y'all
Like,
own that stadium, a pair of Levi's.
and they beat y'all twice in the Super Bowl.
Man,
Ooh.
are they
He
still
got to be their worst enemy.
are they still in the Levi's Stadium? I think they are.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, no. So I
Smack
think
them.
we're 6-2. I think at that point, right? So 6-2. Excuse me.
If we're undefeated at that point in the season, I'm talking cash. Oh my God, Lord,
Yeah,
ooh,
it would not be. So then
I'm talking.
we have the Denver Broncos next, Buffalo, Carolina Panthers. Damn, they put the Carolina Panthers. I did not
That's week
realize that.
12.
Yeah, that's week 12. So Denver, Buffalo, Carolina, and the Vegas Raiders again, right? So with those 4 games, I think we can win all 4 of those games, to be honest with you. So
From where?
from Denver on 11-10 to
Oh, okay.
the Vegas Raiders on 11-29. I think we can win all 4 of those games.
We play the Bills that game too.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. So I think we can beat the Bills. I don't think they're going to be the same team yet. I don't think they're going to be clicking yet. They got rid of Stephon. They got new wide receivers that are going to be there.
Boy, they got MVS, Mr. Playoff man.
Really? That's what you're going to do? Hey, you heard what Nick Rice said.
No MVS slander.
You know what Nick Rice said.
Helped us Super Bowl. What did he say?
Nick Rice said, "Yeah, Stephon Diggs may catch a lot of passes during the regular season, but they got better when it comes to the playoffs because all MVS does is catch touchdowns."
Bruh.
I mean, in a way, he's not lying though.
I will say this: MVS he's had some clutch catches in the playoffs.
I mean,
you can't say that about Stephon Diggs.
Cincinnati, Buffalo.
Yeah, we don't win.
The Ravens. Ravens.
The one he put his arm out for the first down.
Yeah.
If he doesn't do that, we probably lose.
So I'm just saying Nick Wright. Nick Wright has a way of kind of twisting shit, but I mean, he's not lying about it. So to be honest with you, I
This is the
think
only time Nick is right when he's talking about the Chiefs.
exactly it's the only
That's the
fucking
only
time.
time he actually uses his brain. Other than that, trash.
He's yeah, but I think if you think about it, I think we can win those next four. So we're 10-2 at that point, right? 10-2 at that point. So the next games after that, starting on 12-8 against the Chargers, 12-15 against the Cleveland Browns, 12-21 against the Houston Texans, and Christmas Day against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Look, the last games of this schedule, right?
That Texans game, man.
The Chargers, I think we can win. I mean, we usually go 1-for-1 against the Chargers, except for last year. I think last year we won both the Chargers games, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
That was close games though.
yeah, so we could lose one of us. So I can say we lose to the Chargers. I think we beat the Cleveland Browns. I think we are going to be in a dogfight with Houston Texans, but I think we pull it out. And I think we actually you know what? I think we could lose that Houston Texans game, okay? Because I think,
I'm gonna be honest with you. It really depends on how our DBs is playing outside of McDuffie.
yeah, true. I think, okay,
By that time of the season, though, they'll be, everybody
adjusted.
been played,
Yeah.
adjusted, and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, I
if
take,
the rookies come in and play good, and
yeah,
especially that safety,
yeah.
because I'm
Hicks,
expecting high. That might be my favorite pick of the draft. The
Hicks
more I
is,
watch film on him,
oh, yeah, he's nasty.
bro,
Yeah, Hicks is nice.
he gonna hurt somebody.
Oh, and he's not small.
He
He
gonna
is
put
not. Have you seen that
He can
dude?
play linebacker.
Yeah,
That's the
he's put
thing, and
together.
I think that's why they didn't get another linebacker too, because you could easily put him at
Yeah,
linebacker,
he
like
is not
easy.
small. He is a nicely stacked guy. I mean, he's
He's
well put
6'2",
together.
211.
Yeah,
He's like 6'2", 211.
he looks every bit of 220 pounds at least. So
Man,
I
he
think
might be
we
more than 211 too. So
I think we beat the Texans. We're at home. I think we beat the Texans. We could lose that Pittsburgh Steelers game, right? Because it's at
yeah,
Pittsburgh. We could lose that game.
I'm expecting
And
them to be pretty good this year too.
I am too. I definitely am.
I think
So
they're gonna be pretty good this year.
yeah. So for those four games, I'm saying we're going to be 1, 2. I think we go 2-2. Right? I think we could lose against the Chargers, and I think we could lose with the Steelers game. So that would put us at 12 and 4. 12-4. And then
And then we just got
we have the
the
Denver
Broncos
Broncos.
game left.
Yeah, and I think we win that game, even though it's at Denver. I think we win that game. So we're
13-4.
13-4 at that point. So I think now that's just a prediction. That does not mean that's what's going to happen. I'm not telling anybody to go out and bet money that the Chiefs are going to go 13-4.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing
Don't come
that.
looking for your ass.
No, yeah, don't come looking for me because I ain't got shit for you. So I'm just saying, when it comes down to
Damn
it,
straight.
I think that they could go 13-4 with this schedule. I think that the schedule itself is very, very hard. I actually think it's a good schedule, but I think those first 4 or 5 weeks, right? The committee, they put
Okay.
the two, because think about it. Joe Burrow, when's he going to be able to play? He's going to be able to play early in the season, right? Because most of the time when he gets hurt, it's later on during the season. So they didn't want to
Or
put
it's
that.
like mid later on.
Yeah, so they didn't want to put that. They didn't want to put them in later with there being a chance of Burrow not playing again, right? They had to make sure they were going to play early this year because that's the team that everybody, they know they're going to get ratings for that game. It's Burrow against Mahomes, right? So I think that's the main reason why they did it so early in the season, right? So to me, I like it. I like the schedule, but I also think, you guys kind of put a murderer's row together to try to fuck off the champs. And I think that's one of those things that I'm looking at going, you know, it kind of seems to me like they don't really want the Chiefs to three-peat.
Hell no. I got two things. I got 2 points.
Go ahead.
So I'm kind of shocked that the 49ers aren't within the first 5 weeks of the schedule.
I was too, and that now I don't know what it is because of conflict. I know how they do their scheduling. They do it by, it's a formula that they have, right? And we looked it up today. Me and Brent did. Shout out to my homeboy Brent. But we did look it up today, and Brent was telling me, how it was the formula goes together, and he's showing me. He's like, yeah, during this, so many they have to pick this division that they didn't play the last time, right? So that's why we got the NFC South division this time with the Saints.
That's
the
understandable.
Falcons.
And I get all that, but it's just weird because it's like usually in a Super Bowl, and the next year they play early on in the season.
Yeah,
like
because
the rematch.
Yeah, and because okay, think about it like this: we played Detroit early in the season last year. It was the first game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we played them first game. We didn't play Philadelphia till probably what was it,
It's like
week 7
it was like
or week 8?
7 or 8 or something
Yeah,
like
something
that.
like
It was
that.
something like that.
But that's who we played in the Super Bowl, right? So again,
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
so it kind of depends on the scheduling. Like I said, they've got everything else that goes into this, and I can't tell you what how it exactly goes together. I mean, I'd have to look at the schedule, the formula again. But what I'm saying is, they put it together, and at first glance, it does kind of look like, man, they're kind of trying to fuck the Chiefs out of getting back to a Super Bowl, which. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not gonna go into that. But I mean, as a fan though, I'll be like, man, that's bullshit. They trying to fuck my team. That's how I look at it sometimes from a fan's point of view. But I'm not a
The
conspiracy
only
theorist.
the only issue I have is the bye week. That's it. I don't care about
Yeah, being early, but
that's the only problem I have. That's early as fuck. If it was week 8, I'd be cool. I'd be like, all right, cool. Week
and
8, okay.
they have an overseas
Week
game this
6?
year too.
What the hell is that?
They're not scheduled to play one this year.
Oh yeah, see, they must have changed it then.
Yep.
Yes, they're not on here.
So they're not
So
playing in
yeah.
one this year.
Oh,
So we don't have to worry about waking up at fucking 7 o'clock in the morning to fucking catch the Chiefs shit on TV.
Yeah, you got Green Bay and the Eagles. They're playing in Brazil.
Yeah. They're
Jets
playing
and
in.
Vikings are playing in London. Jags and Bears are playing. Oh, they're all playing in London. Jags and Bears, and then Patriots and Jags.
Right. So we don't have to worry about
And they
that.
play twice overseas.
Yeah.
The Jags. That's fucked up. Damn. And it's back to back too.
Yeah.
October 13th, and then they play again October 20th. That's crazy. They fucked them.
Well, like I said, I figured it was going to happen, but I was like, man, do we play an overseas game? But and just seeing it, it says no, we don't have an overseas game this year, which is fine. I'm okay with it. Okay, I'm not going to complain about that. Right? Hell, I might even be able to go, give me some tickets together to go see the Chiefs beat the shit out of Carolina this year.
Man, I'm down.
We'll see. I've gone to a couple games.
Down.
I just need to. I haven't been to one here in the last year and a half. I need to go to one. So anyway, yeah, we need to get you up there and get to a game. So I think that the schedule, we can work with the schedule. I think is it hard? I think it's a pretty good schedule. I think it's
we
well
got
put
Patrick Mahomes. I ain't worried about shit.
Yeah, I think it's a well put together schedule, but I'm not worried about it.
I ain't worried about nothing. You got Mahomes?
Yeah, I ain't worried about nothing. I ain't worried about nothing.
And we got Andy Reid back there too? Oh no.
Yeah. So
Killer Trav? Oh no. He's straight.
Anyway, everybody, if you haven't, hit that like and subscribe button. We want to make sure that we get our content out to everybody. The algorithm is how that happens. We're almost to 200 subs. Right, matter of fact, as of right now, we're at 182. And if you guys haven't checked any of our last pieces of content that we put out, man, good content, getting a lot of compliments on it. We love that fact that people are enjoying our content. But in order for us to make these things happen, to put more killer content out, we need you guys to start hitting the sub button. 99% of our viewers are not subs. Did you know that, Mike?
Which is great. Which is great. It's not really surprising,
Yeah.
honestly, but we would like for more of our subscribers.
Yeah,
to
99. Yeah,
you know?
99% of our views are from non-subscribers. Only 1% of our subs are the people that are watching. So that, as far as our views go. So what we want to do is, hey, like I said, if you are just coming across us and you like what we're doing, hit that like and subscribe button. If you haven't watched more of our content, it's your first time anyway, go back, check some of our other content out, leave a like on there, leave a comment. Anything that you want to talk about, you want to ask us a question, you wanted to be a part of the show, let us know. We'll even probably work a show around it, whatever your question may be. But
Most definitely.
the only way we can make those things happen is if you guys start hitting that like and subscribe button and making it known that, hey, look, I have a question, or I want to ask a question anyway. So we want to have more interaction with everybody that's coming on our channel. But we can't have that happen unless you guys do that. Ding. Anyway,
it takes a second, literally.
it takes 1 second. So that's what we're asking of you guys. But I can't be more, grateful for the interaction that we have gotten from everybody, with the amount of fans that have actually, people that have subbed, and the people, matter of fact,
Man,
like I said, 99% of our viewers are not subscribers, but the last video we
shout
had
out to them.
yeah, but with the last video we had 900 returning viewers for that video, and
Yes,
we only,
if you're gonna return, you might as well subscribe.
if you're going to return, just hit the sub button.
As well. Yeah. Go ahead, come back. No, you like it
Anyway.
over here, man. It's all good.
We want to make sure that we get that information out to everybody, because like I said, most people, they want to be a part of something. That's fine. So to me, I think that's how you grow a community. You get everybody involved. So with that being said, we're going to leave it at this for this episode of the Chiefs schedule of 2024, the Murderer's Row that was introduced to us today. So
That we finna fly through. And then you're gonna be like, man, the league cheating.
Yeah, I know.
I'm done.
Until next time, we'll catch you guys again at the cave.